37. Oh shit. What the fuck is this all about? What's up, everybody? Hello. We've got the song going, 8 o'clock in the morning. We've got the music playing, the intro music for the song. An error has occurred. Yeah, obviously. I'm trying to look at Bitcoin right now. It's at 30,600. That's good. Ethereum's at 1,900. That's great. And Harmony is at 4.5 cents. Fantastic, man. Everything. Hey, Token Dave, what's up, buddy? I turned my chat off last night for a show because I couldn't get my audience members to go to Twitter to go retweet me. So I was like, if you guys want the chat to be back on tomorrow morning, I was like, you'll go get me 20 likes on my tweet tonight and we'll see. And I woke up this morning, 19 likes. I clicked it and gave it 20. I was like, you guys deserve that. I'll give you the 20th. That was awesome. I woke up and I was such a great mood all morning. I was like, you guys went above and beyond and I really appreciated it. Thank you so much for doing that. And for those of you who didn't like that and whatever, piss off. Don't watch my show anymore. Go away. Okay? I don't care. I don't give a fuck. You know, I have much better things to share with people than you do. So, you know, the fact that you don't get retweeted and people don't see what you have to say, well, you've got nothing to offer anybody. You know, and I do, obviously. So you guys help me get those, you know, those tasty nuggets of education, entertainment, and wonderment out there to the masses, and I'll keep producing them for you. You know? It was great. It just made my morning. I was like, wow, dude, it's possible. I didn't know what to think this morning. I was like, check that Twitter. I was like, I don't know. I was like, 19 likes. I was like, whoa. I was like, right on. Hell yeah. And what do you think of your main demographic? Tonic and sales. What do you think your main demographic is targeted towards? White males between the ages of 40 and 50 years old. That's my demo. It's basically me. I demo to me. But I get a couple of women. I get some younger folks. I get some older folks. But mostly it's people that are more around my age. White guys that are around my age. That's my demo. That's mostly who wants to see me. Because I guess people look at me and they think that I'm some kind of a right-winger or something. I don't know. I got long hair. I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know what brings all those white males here. But that's us. You know, Hispanics. There's a lot of Hispanic guys that watch the show. Few African Americans, not a lot. But you gotta, as far as religions go, it goes across the gamut. We get people from every religion. We get people from all around the world that watch this show. Every country has been represented in here at one point or another, just about. Greg, what's up, buddy? It's a good question, though. What's your demo, Nay? It's a good question. It's a great question. I wish people were more engaging like you are, Tonic. You know, it's nice. It's nice to have somebody actually engage me in conversation. Which was the reason why I did what I did yesterday, because you guys just were not engaging. And I'm like, you have to realize how much it means to me when you guys don't do it. And that's why I did what I did. And I'm so glad I did. It was the right thing to do. I know it'll come off being like a dick. I know a few of you won't come back. And I don't fucking care about those people. The people I care about are the ones that saw how upset I was and really cared and were like, man, he's really pissed off. I think I'll go give that tweet a like, and maybe I'll even retweet it around for him. You know? Thanks. I see you're smoking. Cheers. I am going to be smoking here. I was thinking about a dab. Crazy dab, just to start it off. Because, yeah, I like to do dabs to reward my audience. Isn't that funny? I was like, you guys deserve a dab. I'm going to do a dab. Haven't watched you in a minute. Looking great. Baker's Teas. Well, thank you, buddy. Thank you for noticing. It's nice when an old viewer that used to watch me when I was a fat slob comes in and is like, dude, you've lost some weight. Yeah, I have. I've lost some weight. It feels great. It feels great not to be in pain every day of your life. People don't realize it, man. You don't realize it. You just think that's the way life is. You start getting these aches and pains and shit. You just live with them. Whatever. Huh. Cannabis connoisseur. Yes. Let's see. Where is C3PO? Oh, hello, C3PO. Yeah. Yes, yes. Here we go. Ooh, let us just do this. We'll just do the rotation. What are you going to do the rotation? And we will get this thing going. Me and my friends last night a few of us used to do crack and snort coke and shit like that. The thing about cocaine is it stays with you forever. It never leaves, unfortunately. Don't ever do it. Okay, don't ever. If you can avoid it, avoid it. Don't fuck with it. We were talking yesterday, but when I fire the torch up and shit like that, and I'm like, yeah, my jaw kind of goes crazy every time I fire up a jaw because I used to smoke crack. And my buddy was talking to me yesterday, and when he does concentrates, the same thing happens to him. And my other buddy was like, dude, he's doing coke. And I'm like, no, he's not. He's not doing coke. He's like, bro, I have a kid. I haven't used coke in 15 years. Trying to explain it and shit. We're like, we know, bro. I know what it's like. It stays with you, man, and it ruins your body. It trains your body, it ruins your body, and you'll never get rid of it. It's just something I'll live with until the day I die. You know, and I'm okay with that. You know, nobody tells you that though when they offer you your first line though. Like, yeah, this is gonna fuck you up for the rest of your life. You're gonna really find out what an addict you are now. I know a lot of you guys can relate to that. What's my favorite kind of pizza? The kind of pizza in your avatar, pepperoni and cheese. I love that. I just love a good pepperoni pizza, man, from a good New York style pizzeria. I like New York style pizza. What can I say? I'm a New York style pizza kind of guy. Oh, look at this and shutting it up. Looking at this and shutting it down. I'm gonna get every bit of this dab. I'm going in a little early because we're going in hot, like Iceman and Maverick. We're going in hot. Some people who I've met have never dabbed are weirded out by the torch and nail. If they used to do crack, if they've smoked crack, yeah, absolutely, dude. You know, if you smoke shit, heroin, crack, whatever the fuck, meth, yeah, this is going to trigger you a little bit. But once you smoke, it all goes away, bro. As soon as that can of THC gets in your blood, dude, it forgets all about your old cocaine habits, you know? All right. There's a little dust here. A little dust bunny. Well, no dust. We're having dust bunny free dabs this morning. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do a little dabby. All right, so, cheers, guys. No law regarding super supportive audiences that go to my Twitter feed and help me out there. Thank you guys for that. That's a big dab. And it tasted great. I love it when you can taste it before you exhale. You're just going to get super stoned, right? This tastes so good. It tastes like golden raisins. Mmm. Patrick John Welder. Patrick says, good morning, Nay. Man, you made one guy mad on Twitter about no chat that you had to tell him to piss off, lol. I know, right? He's probably watching right now because he's such a cuck bitch. Where'd my chat numbers go? I do with Dabby and everybody leaves. That's okay. I still got y'all. At least you guys are talking to me this morning. I just wonder what happened to Iceman. You know? What happened to Iceman? He's not coming to the show anymore. It's pissing me off. A lot of the regulars aren't here anymore. You know? Where's my regulars? Oh, today's Monday. That's right. Don't forget today's Monday. Oh, it's 7:10. Happy 7:10, everybody. He thinks. Yeah, right? Enoch is like, nobody cares what this closed-minded fool has to say. He thinks. Right? He's talking about Jank. Thank you, Enoch, for fucking handling that shit. Just shut the fuck up, shit lib. Joe liked my tweet. Josh Bcraft liked my tweet and retweeted it. Thank you. You guys are great. An American tobacco giant is investing big money in political races across the nation. Dude, I thought, you're only supposed to give these people so much money. How much money can a corporation give a goddamn politician? I heard that John Morgan gave Joe Biden $1 million. What's that little pipsqueak's name on HBO? The liberal shit lib dude. I can't think of his name, but he gave Barack Obama $1 million. Waiting on your fiance to get up and you're going on a road trip. Oh. There was a shooting in Tennessee. People got injured. Lots of chatter on Twitter today about guns and stuff. I was enjoying it. I enjoy that kind of stuff. Joe Rogan is trending 10,000 tweets. What's that all about? All of these liberals are attacking Joe Rogan for being pro-gun. You guys want to go through it? It's kind of funny. Some of you may agree, some of you may not agree. It's okay. Media. Joe Rogan warns against banning guns, says only criminals are going to have guns. Yet another reason progress can't be made with gun controls. Lies like this from Rogan. Banning the sale of semi-automatic weapons is not a gun ban. My Second Amendment rights are intact. Gun owner. American flag. Okay, Democrat. Joe Rogan makes millions of dollars going the wrong direction on Common Sense Daily. Imagine purposely choosing to make illogical arguments that will continue to endanger the lives of innocent children. From COVID to gun control, it's a disgusting way to make a living. I actually agree with a lot of what that guy said. Yeah, I think Joe Rogan lacks responsibility in some of the people he chooses to have on his show. Absolutely.
That boy who went away with Megan, smart move. He's like 50.
Only criminals are going to have guns. Joe Rogan warns against confiscation. Only criminals are going to have guns. We could listen to Joe Rogan talk about that. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do a show over here. I'm sorry. Cult of Joe Rogan grosses me out. She's yelling over there, and I'm doing my show. Cult of Joe Rogan grosses me out. It's just 20-something white men who need to feel masculine because they're insecure by listening to some musclehead meatball affirm their right-wing beliefs and spout grade A nonsense. What about all the liberal women that own AR-15s? I'm just kind of wondering about that. That's the argument for that, isn't it? But you guys that all like that Cenk Uygur tweet, you guys get it. Liberals, we must arm every citizen in Ukraine and pay for it. Also, liberals, we must disarm every law-abiding American citizen because guns are evil. I freaking love it. It's funny. It's Joe Rogan quotes. It says dash Joe Rogan at the end. It says liberals. I guess Joe Rogan said that. But yeah, I don't see what's wrong with that. I totally get it. I totally agree with that. We must arm every citizen in Ukraine and pay for it. Yeah, the children too. You saw that, right? You guys saw that, right? I don't even have to get into this, right? You guys are watching what's going on. I don't care if you are or aren't anymore now. Yeah, I've told you who to watch. I told you to watch Jackson Hinkle, listen to Jimmy Dore, listen to Lee Camp, listen to Graham Elwood, listen to RT, and then go watch mainstream media, go get a newspaper and compare it all together, and you tell me what you think. Get your news from everywhere. Also, liberals, we must disarm every law-abiding American citizen because guns are evil. Oh my God, I love it. They're so mad, man. It's so funny. Joe Rogan, this country has a mental health problem disguised as a gun problem. Man, if they confiscate guns and shit like that, I mean, how the fuck are they supposed to confiscate, like, my gun if they were going to confiscate my gun? And it was in my house in California. No one was there. And I'm in the state of Florida. How the fuck are they supposed to confiscate that gun? I'm kind of wondering. How does that work? Joe Rogan is a complete piece of shit whose voice does nothing for the common good. It only serves to line his own pockets, just like Rush Limbaugh used to before he finally went straight to hell. Yeah, I don't subscribe to that. Let's go back. Where he said, where did it go? What just happened? Dude, what just happened? Where did all those tweets go? I'm doing a show. Where did all those tweets go? Oh, here we go. Stupid re-engineers over there. Yeah, while I'm sitting here scrolling through tweets, let's refresh it on him without him wanting it to be refreshed. Anyway, he says, imagine purposely choosing to make illogical arguments that will continue to endanger the lives of innocent children. He says from COVID to gun control, it's a disgusting way to make a living. Now, I agree with some of what he says there. Now, I don't agree with what he says about gun control and Joe Rogan, but I do agree with what he says about COVID and Joe Rogan. And I do agree that Joe Rogan pushes the UFO thing out there too, and some conspiracy nut job bullshit. He's had Candace Owens on his show. He's had complete morons on his show, and he claims, because he wants to give a fair and balanced array of information to his audience, and I don't buy that. He has straight narrative motherfuckers on there, and he has to sit there and try to dismantle all of the bullshit that they throw out at him in a 2 or 3 hour interview. And that's just not going to it's just not going to it's not going to sound rational to anybody when you make that argument about Joe Rogan if they watch his show. He does put stupid people on there. But if you listen to what Joe Rogan says, and you listen to the things that he defends, like climate change and shit like that, then you understand, and he fights for women's rights, and He makes a lot of sense, and you're just going to have to take the good with the bad, just like I do with everybody else. You know, and these people want to silence Joe Rogan. I want to go through some of these tweets. I have a feeling, DJ, what's up? He says, guns. You want to see the guns, bro? I'll show them. You calling for guns? Emma says, holla. Biden was in Uvalde, Texas yesterday, and people were chanting, do something. Do something! Do something! I love it. And you could tell Biden didn't know what the fuck to say. He's literally a mouth breather now. Patrick John Welder. Cannabis heals summer, spring in the USA. Everyone is getting heated. Somebody say guns? Okay, so let's go through some of these. This is going to be interesting. This country has a mental health problem disguised as a gun problem. Joe Rogan quote. He owns it. Joe Rogan is a complete piece of shit whose voice does nothing for the common good and only serves to line his own pockets. This is not true. Just like Rush Limbaugh used to before he finally went straight to hell. See, now, you have to be able to separate a comment like that from the comment we read before and then disassemble what that guy said as well. Because like I said, what he said about Joe Rogan and guns, I disagree with. Joe Rogan uses guns for hunting. He's a hunter. He feeds his family. These people, you can't argue with them. You know, you have someone kill your food for you, so shut the fuck up. He kills his own food. That's what he chooses to do. So, as far as him using these weapons for hunting, you got nothing to say about it. He's defending his right to feed his family. You know, the best way that he sees fit and what's available to him right now. And at this time, sorry Democrats, that's what's available for him. So that's what he chooses. You could say that he's some psycho that's ready to go off at any moment and go blow away a bunch of people with a gun. But you know what, man? I don't think that Joe Rogan, who's achieved and accomplished all the things that he's achieved in his life, you could just go down the list. And I'm not even going to start. People are idiots. Go research it for yourself. Google the man. You know, go to his wiki. Yeah, he's got one and you probably don't. So go read about Joe Rogan, go learn about him, and shut the fuck up before you go and attack him because he's pro-gun. I'm pro-gun too. It doesn't make me a bad person. It doesn't make me a psycho killer. This is fucking crazy. These Democrats are psychotic, and they're going to do nothing but show their asses right now. And I'm going to go through some of these because it's going to be humorous while I sip my coffee. Joe Rogan really rubbed all of his brain cells together and said criminals do crime. So we shouldn't have a way to defend ourselves the best way possible in our homes? I disagree. That's actually a funny meme. It says 9 out of 10 dentists recommend flossing, and then it shows Joe Rogan, and he says, that 10th dentist must be onto something. Let's get him on the podcast. I know, right? Joe, you've done this to yourself, buddy. You've done this to yourself. I can't defend you on that. You know, Dr. Robert, whatever his name is, John Campbell, I'm sure you've had him on too. I wouldn't be surprised at all. You know, Candace Owens is one of my go-tos. Ben Shapiro. You know, name some of the quacks that forget about it. Splash. Jeremy Corbell. You know, the guy that did the supercharged car and claims that he saw alien technology at Area 51. That guy. You know, so I don't want to hear from those people. If I wanted to hear from those people, I'd go to some obscure rabbit holing on YouTube. I don't want to see that on my favorite podcaster show. But that's just my opinion. The numbers of people that flock to those crazy conspiracy episodes that he puts up speaks a different volumes, I should say, about the masses of people that choose to watch that. And hey, man, there are millions of them, and he can monetize that. And I support him in doing it. I totally support him in doing it. You want to have somebody come on your show and try to convince you that they're UFOs, that he's seen UFO technology and whatever? Fine, I'm okay with that. I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. That's all. You know, I'm against it, but I don't mind him doing it. If he's going to do it, he's going to fucking do it. You know, he's making a shit ton of money doing it. And you guys some of you are suckers for stuff like that. You ancient alien bitches, man. What them clowns are going to say is that he got hit in the head many times. You followed Atnay's Garden, DJ Comatose. You are very kind. Thank you, DJ Comatose. Thank you, DJ Comatose. Thank you. What them clowns are going to say is that he got hit in the head many times and he does drugs. Let's take his guns. What I have to say is, how about the bullets first? I should say that out loud. Sorry, Cannabis Heals Out. You lost me. Joe Froggy, what's up, buddy? Let's keep going here. Okay. Except worldwide gun laws work Australia, Japan, England, Canada, New Zealand, and a shitload of other countries. You should really rethink retweeting the phrase Joe Rogan is right and stop eating boogers. Joe Rogan is right. You would literally have to be insane to think banning guns was going to better our lives. The streets would be full of criminals with guns and no... Gesundheit. Would be full of criminals with guns and no law-abiding people would have them. That's Mad Max shit, no thanks. I mean, wouldn't a... Thank you, Mom. Wouldn't a... Wouldn't a criminal keep a gun? If they confiscate all the guns, aren't criminals going to keep theirs? I mean, do you think that someone that is in a gang, that does gang stuff, is going to go seek out the police to turn his gun in? It's not only is that a legitimate opinion, it's provable. It's provable. It's factual. People would not turn their guns in. There's plenty of people who wouldn't turn their guns in. You know, and just because there's no crime in any of those other countries doesn't mean that all the people turn their guns in. It just means some of the ones that didn't turn their guns in aren't doing crime with those guns. That's all that means. You'd have to be an idiot to believe that every single person adhered to that. Judge Janine Pirofans says, raise your hand if you agree everyone owes Elon Musk and Joe Rogan an apology. I don't understand that. For what? I don't understand what I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm just going to move on past that because I don't get it. Joe Rogan obviously doesn't understand the difference between a country that's being invaded by another country and kids trying to go to school and learn, but also not get shot and killed. Simon. That's a good one. It's Simon, by the way. That's worth reading again. Joe Rogan obviously doesn't understand the difference between a country that's being invaded by another country and kids trying to go to school and learn, but also not get shot and killed. Gesundheit. Liberals. We must arm every citizen in Ukraine and pay for it. Also liberals. We must disarm every law-abiding American citizen because guns are evil. Joe Rogan. He was responding to that, I guess. So I would have to hear or see what they're responding to, what Joe Rogan said. I guess it's this. We must arm every citizen. Oh, Rogan said liberals. According to this person, James in Vegas, Rogan said this. Now, just because someone on Twitter is saying that these are quotes from Joe Rogan doesn't mean they're quotes from Joe Rogan. I don't know if Joe Rogan said that liberals say that we must arm every citizen in Ukraine and pay for it. He may have, but I don't know. I didn't hear him say it. It also says here that Joe Rogan said, also liberals, we must disarm every law-abiding American citizen because guns are evil. I don't know if Joe Rogan said that either. So is there a video of Joe Rogan? Why are all these people attacking him all of a sudden? Is there an actual video of him speaking about this? Joe Rogan warns against banning guns. Oh, okay, this is it. Okay, here we go. I think I found it. It says only criminals are going to have guns. This is an editorial. This is from May 29th. Okay, this is yesterday. Joe Rogan isn't a fan of banning guns. Okay, where's Joe Rogan at?
And everyone for a really special episode of the David Hookstead Show. We're super hyped about this. We got Bob Keller, Brian Gilligan, and Nate Dudley with us. 3 former Delta Force operators. Couldn't be more pumped about this. Thanks everyone for coming in.
I don't get it.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So I want to jump in right away. We're going to get an action-packed question. For the 3 of you, you can start individually. Where were the fiercest gunfights? Where were the fiercest?
Okay, that's weird. I don't know where the video is. Lex Frim of the Joe Rogan Experience. You can listen to the entire podcast below. Oh, wait. Okay, here we go. Rogan said the following during a recent episode of his podcast with Lex Fridman, according to Sportskeeda.com. Okay, here we go. It's like, how do you stop that? No one knows how to stop that. What's the answer? Is the answer to take everyone's guns? Well, they're not going to give their guns up. That's what I just said. Only criminals are going to have guns. According to the law at that point, that's what I said. But they won't be criminals. It's just in the eyes of your stupid fucking law that some of us won't regard as law. Some of us will just laugh at it, you know? They're not going to give their guns up. Only criminals are going to have guns. It's not going to be a good situation. Is the answer to make schools these armored compounds where you have armed guards outside of every school? Boy, that's not something we want either. I said something I'd want if my children were in there. I would totally want armed guards outside. I don't understand him saying that. You don't want armed guards protecting your children outside every school? I think it's a great idea. Right now, we need that. I don't know why Joe would say that. But anyway, it says you can listen to the entire podcast below. I didn't see him say what they're saying he said on Twitter. So that's what people are responding to. And as of right now, I haven't seen anybody on Twitter who's been able to produce a video of Joe Rogan saying that liberals say, let's take every law-abiding citizen's gun away. I have to see that first. So I'm not going to sit here and entertain shit that's just some dude on Twitter put in quotation marks, you know? And once you try to start looking it up to find out he didn't put a source to it. Yeah, when did Joe Rogan say that shit? Okay, I know he talks a lot of shit. But let me see where he said exactly that.
I'm just trying different things to make sure that they check in at the moment that somebody texted me.
It's funny people are bashing Joe Rogan because of his opinion. They disagree with him, so they attack him personally. That's how these people are responding to him. This makes this whole liberal crowd, this gun grabbing liberal crowd right here look really bad. It's a bad look. You know, you want to attack what he's saying, not him personally. It's really hard to attack Joe Rogan personally when you start putting together what he consists of, what he's accomplished. It's really hard. Your attacks fall very short. You know, everything you say about him, people are just like, yeah, whatever, it's Joe Rogan. Of course you're going to talk shit about him. You disagree with him on guns. Okay, talk about, you know, meet him at the point where you have the debate. You know, I think he agreed with you that not everybody wants armed guards outside of school. You could start there with him. I totally disagree. Arm the fuck out of those schools, bro. Put some goddamn armed guards out there with metal detectors and fucking full-on goddamn, armor on, whatever they call that shit. Fucking bulletproof vests. If I had kids, I'd want them protected. Look at what's going on with your kids in schools. You don't want armed guards outside the school, man. Make it a law. Say you got to be outside the school. Unless somebody tries to gets in there, and then you can go in. You don't get to go in and harass the kids ever. You don't get to harass the kids outside, and if you do, you're fired and you're going to jail. You make some laws like that. You do it right. I would do it right. Because I'm a smart motherfucker. Motherfuckers don't know how to write legislation. Be it on this day enacted. You're just like, what, dude? Just say what it is. Say what you want. Write it down. I could have done that. These fools. This with their legal mumbo jumbo bullshit speak. There needs to be a grand bargain between the sexes where men agree to give up Joe Rogan in exchange for women giving up astrology. That's fucking funny. Dude, that got 151, now it's got 152 likes. Oh my god, I freaking love it. I love what I just read. Thank you, Tina. Hello. Jason. Let me turn the chat on. Where's the chat, man? I said I was going to have the chat up today. That's the wrong chat. That's the right one. If a criminal wants... Jason Holloway, what's up? If a criminal wants a gun, they'll find a gun. Yeah. Say if Australia got invaded by some country, we as people would not be able to defend ourselves. Huh? Who'd have thunk that, Jason? Imagine that. I mean, look and see if you were Ukraine right now while Russia's coming in there and soldiers are coming in there. Don't you want a semi-automatic rifle to protect your family? How hard you got to think on that one, liberals? Put your brains on that. No one thinks it can happen to them. No one thinks it can happen to them, man. You're not going to run out of toilet paper. You're not going to get COVID. No one thinks it can happen to them until it happens. No one thinks your country can't get invaded by another country. A mob of people can't show up at your door and try to kill you. Suit yourselves, man. Talk yourselves out of it. I'm watching people just trying to talk themselves out of their own rights, and I understand why. It's their children's lives at stake. That's what they feel, and in many cases it's true. I get it. I totally get it. It's a bitch. That's why we need to probably fucking talk about it and figure it out. I'm a smart guy. I could probably contribute to this. I think Joe Rogan's totally wrong about not having armed guards outside of fucking school. What do you guys think about that? Dude, when I was in a foreign country, we had armed guards that went around with our tour group, and I felt totally safe. These guys had fully automatic machine guns on them. I could ask my mom. She'll tell you. Yeah, we had armed guards with fully automatic machine guns guarding us when we were traveling. So, think about that. Was that okay with us? Did we want that level of protection for that specific situation? Oh, yeah, we did. Did we have a problem with it? Nobody. We're in a large group of people. It's a tour group. Nobody had a problem with the soldiers that had the machine guns. Nobody. They were nice guys, and they were there to protect us. They had to confront somebody at one point, too. It's kind of scary. Somebody rammed a frickin' moped into the side of the frickin' bus we were on. It was crazy. Those dudes jumped out, man, went in front of that guy. He hopped on his bike and bam, and sped off really fast. He could have gotten shot, you know? It's crazy. Save kids for 80 minutes from when the first 911 call was made. Did I say 911? The 911 call was made before the gunman made it to... Fuck you, Jimmy Dore. Before the gunman made it to the school 10 minutes prior. Don't worry about what I just said. That was a little thing, a little personal thing. Where all the cops did nothing to save kids for 80 minutes from when the first 911 call was made before the gunman made it to the school 10 minutes prior. Where all the cops did nothing. DJ Comatose, you're... Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't see the first thing what you said. Let me read. I'm like, dude, it's fragmented. Okay, let me read what you guys are saying. Okay. Yeah, guards would be good, but I think Rogan doesn't want guards because of the look it shows. I think a good question would be, why? Because 19 dead school children, bro? That's why? Is that a good enough reason for you? How many kids have to die before you would like to see armed guards out in front of a school? One of the reasons people aren't liking cops at schools right now is because of the Uvalde, Texas shooting. Cops at schools, even an unregistered slug gun in Australia had to be handed when gun law came in years ago. Where all the cops did nothing to save kids for 80 minutes from when the first 911 call was made before the gunman made it to the school. Yeah, but the cops weren't there. The cops weren't there. You make it sound like the police were there, DJ Comatose. What you just said doesn't make sense because the police were not there. If there were armed guards out in front of that school with AR-15s, that may not have happened. That situation may not have happened. You know? Daryl Smith, Ted Kennedy's car killed more people than my firearms. Daryl Smith, I fucking love you. Dude, I can't even find shit like that on Twitter, bro. Then my firearm. You say my firearms.
I'm bringing you to the car,
It's so bad, bro. It's so bad, it's good. Where's my bong at, man? Buffalo. Oh, I hid my ashtray this morning. Here it is.
Okay. Okay. I didn't want
James McGill, cheers. I'm almost out of buds. True Black is too strong, man. True Black is too strong, man. I can't smoke that. I'm trying to do stuff today, bro. I'm trying to remain active. I got an active lifestyle. Oops. What's this? Psst. Nobody's even trying to do it like that anymore. And they're screaming, dude. They're like right next to each other, screaming at each other. The whole family's coming over today? Oh, yeah. I gotta get down to the Springs myself. Probably reserve a table. Dude, I need to put like sunblock on. I shouldn't be out in the sun at all today. Look at my head. See where I was wearing my sunglasses. I am just about ready to hit this bong. Purple flat top. Put me some magic purple flat top on there. Top it off with magic, purple magic flat top there. A little bit of the magic going on. Now we'll do a nice big bong rip. What do you guys say? You guys down? Cheers. DJ Comatose, you don't even know the whole story, man. 7 cops went in and got shot. You go research it before you go on a podcast and try to act like you know what's going on. You don't know what's going on. There were 2 police officers got shot. 7 of them went in, and they came back out. The fact is, there weren't armed guards out in front of the school prior to the gunman getting there. That's what I'm saying. I don't see why that's so hard for me to explain to you. And you don't seem to know the difference between having guards stationed outside, out in front of a building, and police arriving after the fact and being poorly trained or being a bunch of pussies. Not wanting to play the fucking hero. I mean, I know what happened. You obviously don't. You only saw what people wanted you to see. You didn't go investigate it for yourself. Right. Now I'm talking about having armed guards. The whole thing that we're talking about here is what Joe Rogan said. He said, do we want armed guards out in front of our school? Do we really want that look? Or something like that. That was his comment. You want me to go get the exact comment? He said, it's not going to be a good situation. Is the answer to make schools these armored compounds where you have armed guards outside of every school? Boy, that's not something we want either. It's not in quotes, which is weird, but it's there in the video. So what I'm saying is, I disagree. I disagree with that. It's got nothing to do with that situation, what happened with those police. What I think is, if there were armed guards out, that guy may not have gone into that school. We should arm the left. Yeah, the left should be armed, exactly. Dude, look what's happening to Ukraine getting invaded by Russia. Don't you think they wish they had arms? Oh, that's right, we're sending them guns. America is sending them guns and telling you that you can't have any. Think about it. Think how stupid that is. It is stupid. And that is the same thing. Because it could happen here. If it happened there, it could happen here. And people are idiots. These liberals that are arguing with Joe Rogan and trying to say that one thing has nothing to do with the other. I'm like, what? They have everything to do with each other. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the Ukrainians were getting fully automatic weapons. It wouldn't surprise me at all. And I wouldn't be surprised if someone in the chat knew what kind of weapons we were sending Ukraine. Let me know if you guys know. Because I know we're sending them all kinds of shit. Funny, while they look here, Biden tells you, he looks at you and says, you can't have your guns, but I'm going to go send guns to Ukraine. Think about that. Yeah, it's got a lot to do with each other in that respect. A lot. Wouldn't you say? I think we should go back to that tweet where they said one thing has nothing to do with the other. It was a blue check. It was a blue check. Why is everyone talking to Joe Rogan and Elon Musk? It's weird. It was at the very top, wasn't it? It just refreshed again, man. God damn it. Where's the thing about Ukraine, sending weapons to Ukraine? Yeah. That was it. It was the main tweet. It was liberals. We must arm every citizen in Ukraine and pay for it. Also liberals. We must disarm every law-abiding American citizen because guns are evil. That makes perfect sense. They're trying. That's according to what this person said. Joe said that's supposed to be so crazy. It makes actually they're totally relatable. And then the response to that was they've got nothing to do with each other. Oh, us sending guns to Ukraine, that's a country defend. That's what he said. He's like, Joe Rogan doesn't know the difference between a country defending itself and children wanting to go to school. That was it. That was it. I'm so glad my mind actually remembered all of that and put it all back together. That was the response that guy gave. Doesn't know the difference between. It's funny how you can weight something, how you can put something in a different light or change the perspective of something with your words and try to, it's called straw manning. And that guy, that's a good straw man. It's a great straw man argument, but it's a straw man argument and it's going to fall apart. As soon as you realize that it can happen here and that Joe Biden is saying you shouldn't have those kinds of guns, but he's sending them there. Because Russia or China could never invade on our soil. And we wouldn't possibly need a gun to defend ourselves against soldiers from another country that were here. Because it could never happen here. I don't know, man. It's fantastic to argue about it. Because as far as I'm concerned, it's arguable. Convince me otherwise. Keep it about the content though, and don't personally attack. That's what these people are just can't seem to avoid attacking him personally. Just like all those people that were attacking Graham Elwood personally. over his stance on mandates, which I disagree with. I would never attack him personally on that, though. Shit libs wanting guns in Ukraine, but not USA. Right. Right. Yeah, we do agree, don't we, DJ Comatose? We do agree. It's funny. Totally agree. I'm playing that stupid American anthem while my father's falling asleep at the table. It's almost surreal while I'm doing a bong hit, doing a podcast. What a fucking surreal moment in my life. With the fucking Star Spangled Banner playing in the background. It is Memorial Day. Fuck, dude. Alright. I'm gonna go grab a table. I'll see you guys later. I love you guys. Thanks for helping me out on Twitter. Hey man, those of you that saw me walk my dog this morning on Twitter, James McGill, freaking Oracle, listen, we had a lot of fun. You might want to follow me over there on Twitter because I'll be live at the Springs again today on Twitter. And those of you that aren't following at Nays Garden, you guys are going to be missing those live streams. So you can go check out that live stream. It's right. It's at Nays Garden on Twitter. Come on over to Twitter, guys. I'll see you there. I'll be there all day on Twitter, probably live broadcasting. Love y'all. Bye.